Holy cow, where were we? If I'm not mistaken, this was the Trixie episode. I was actually kind of disappointed with a few things in this episode. Trixie was definitely a really cool villain to see, but I kind of wish they did more with her. First of all, one sec, I gotta defend something. Trixie is a stage performer. Stage performers have to act full of themselves in order to draw in customers and to make themselves look more exciting. I think she was completely within her rights to call herself the Great Trixie and act super full of herself because she was putting on a show. The main six are kind of jerks sometimes. I think I'm just overthinking the show sometimes, but I was actually expecting them to go a different direction with the Trixie thing. See, what I was looking for them to do was make it so maybe the main six was really hard on Trixie at first because they thought she was being really full of herself, and then like later near the end of the episode, Trixie actually becomes their friend because they realized that Trixie was just, showing off her talents and not being a jerk, and that everything would have ended up pretty okay. But no, they made her really uninteresting. See, even worse is they still kind of taught that lesson, but they had to give it to one of the main characters, and they really kind of stole the spotlight from what potentially could have been a really interesting character to add. But, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. I really liked her. I just wish they would have done more with her. Moving on to something I don't like, though. Snips and Snails are both dumb, and are just dumb and dumb. I don't know what it is about them, but they really genuinely irritate me. Going back and rewatching part of this so that I can edit everything together just makes me hate them more. Also, I don't want to start no controversy or nothing, but isn't Snails' voice just a little teensy bit off? I know there was that whole huge thing about somebody named Derpy or something, but Snails' voice is legitimately what it sounds like when you are trying to make somebody sound mentally handicapped. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Snails sounds retarded. And I don't mean that in the whole, oh, like that's retarded, that's so dumb that that happened. I mean he legitimately sounds like he has some kind of mental disease. Going back to what I was saying before, okay, let's say somebody does something really dumb and you are really angry about it. You're like, oh yeah, and then the teacher said, and then you have to get your homework done over the weekend or you're getting a failing grade. And you do the hand movements and stuff. That is legitimately, super seriously what Snails' voice sounds like to me.
What's going on? Haven't you heard? There is a new unicorn in town!
Is it just me? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's probably just me. Either way, I don't like either of their characters. I know what a lot of you are thinking if you really like these characters. Oh, but Kudou, you don't get it. They're the characters you're supposed to hate, so if you hate them, they actually did their job. There could very well be some truth in that, but remember, annoying on purpose is still annoying. Last thing I can really comment on is the enemy we saw in this episode, the Ursa Minor. I love the design of the Ursa Minor. It takes the idea of like a regular bear and just makes it something really beautiful. Just like the whole stars in a sky kind of thing it's got going on with its body. It's kind of see-through, but not really. It just looks really good. It's also got such an awesome name, Ursa Minor. I would have never thought of a name like that, but it's really amazing. Oh, I lied. One other thing. They really missed an opportunity here with the ending. This was another chance they had to make Trixie pretty deep. They could have made it where Trixie actually had defeated an Ursa Major, and she comes in, saves the day here, and then the main six learn that they shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Just anything to add some depth to her and not make her just the typical throwaway bad guy. I think that's all the rant I have in me about this episode. If you haven't seen any of the other episodes of this little series I'm doing, then please go to my channel and check out the other episodes. If you're an MLP fan, then why not leave me your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this analysis, please leave me a like. Those things really do help me out a lot. And subscribe to stay up to date on the latest Kudou news. Till next time.